morning, boys and girls, friends, enemies, and the devil are you all. No complaints, I hope. My God, what a week it's been. It's just been horrible, with a capital O. We've had snow, we've had ice. We had snow this morning, about 7 o'clock. And now it's cheered up a little bit, but there's high winds or gusting winds, and should be even worse tomorrow. Deep joy. And today's little moan is about oil leaks designed in by BMW engineers. Going everywhere. I have an oil leak. Now if you have a look at the bottom left hand side of your engine on the sump guard or anywhere down there, or underneath the cylinder head where it joins the block, and you see oil and obviously road dirt and a horrible gunky mess, do not strip your head off. Rest easy. It's a designed fault. Now the item I'm talking about, I believe, was designed by a designer, not an engineer. So that's the first part of the problem. Designers, they make something look pretty, sitting there with their hair braids in and their evap cigarettes and all that sort of stuff. Then they pass it down to the technical department to try and make it all work, which is then passed down to the workshop floor, and most of them are haven't got any waterproofs on. Most of them are Gastarbeiter or guest workers from other countries. They don't give a monkeys. Simple problem: if it doesn't fit, hit it with a hammer. If it still doesn't fit, hit it a bloody sight harder. That's my principle as well, so I can't complain. Sorry, I'm wondering what that was. Where was I? Designers. And when it gets to the dealership, they just replace parts again with a big hammer. And it's not until the bike eventually gets slightly older and a mechanic gets hold of it that things get resolved. Mechanics top trumps technicians, engineers are the worst, and designers. I don't know where they get them from, probably preschool. Now the BMW engine was actually stolen from a British engine, but the British one was longitudinal, fore and aft, and the rear cylinder used to overheat a lot. But after that little scrabble that Germany had with the rest of the world, they couldn't make aeroplanes anymore, so they stole this idea, and some idiot come up with a brilliant idea of putting the engine longitudinal. Can't pronounce that. Which in turn means that both cylinders cool at the same rate. Brilliant design, brilliantly thought of, and it works. I mean, this bike is not a race bike. It's a tractor. It's to take you, a person, loads of luggage, anywhere you want, uphill, down dale, and at motorway speeds. And it does that perfectly. And as a kid, I loved tractors. One Christmas I got a tractor and trailer as a present, you know, a little one, toy one, dinky thing. And I adored it. Hence my liking of BMWs, because basically they're tractors. Anyway, we're losing the plot here, aren't we? This item is made of two dissimilar materials. Steel, an electrode in the middle, and vitreous enamel, stroke china, stroke, I think it's outsourced to goat herders in the Andes, and sometimes they substitute the enamel for guava and, what was that? I just felt a funny bump. They substitute it for guava and bubblegum. But anyway, because they're two dissimilar materials, they heat up and cool down at different rates. And so eventually they are going to try to part company, which mine have done. I have an oil leak. Not massive, but I've got to order the part. Now here's the rub. They make this part for 2p in the pound. Ship it to Germany. Germans put in a fancy box and charge £5. Then your parts supplier, private or dealership, ships it over and adds another £5 plus their 10%. And then if you're lucky, you can go there and get it, but you pay the same price if you have it posted. And the VAT and the postage, you'll end up paying between £18 and £20 for this little item. Whee, that's windy. And what is this little item? It's the oil sender unit. An oily little... There it is, that oily little bugger there. Just in there. Bloody hell, look at this lot. I'm here for the week. Never mind, enjoy the scenery while my visor mists up. And my visor is misting up nicely. Can I see to go around the bend? Probably not. Misted. That's better. Yeah, I've had it happen on a couple of bikes. Happened on my original GS, happened on my R100 and happened on my R80. I must just be very lucky. So if you see an oil leak around the base of your left hand cylinder, fear not. Check your oil sender unit first. Now the design of this oil sender unit, I believe, was post-confrontation Germany. They employed 100 monkeys with 100 pencils to come up with design ideas. But then of course, animal rights get involved, don't they? Can't do that. Oh, bugger. So then they got all the factory workers and everybody in the factory to bring in their doodles and drawings from their preschool children. Worked a treat. And that's where they got the design idea. This little doohickey that leaks oil all over your bike. And has to be replaced often. I'm not in a good mood today. I went down the shop yesterday for some milk. It was snowing. And I went in the car. Big mistake. Parked it. And walking through the car park, tripped over a lump of fresh air. Don't know what it was. I just went. Head over heels. Landed on my right side. I have severely bruised my knee, my hip, my shoulder, my elbow, and scarred my hand. This bloody hand, because I went down like that, cut it, gashed it open. That I can live with. You know, you see me in the mud, I fall off regularly. I'm quite an adept faller offer. The bit that really annoyed me, I've got oil stains on my trousers, and I think that's what I slipped on. Patch of oil or diesel, not looking. And my puffer jacket, which I love and I'm very proud of. Oh no, let's change that idea. I'm not going down behind her. I was going to go right, but I'm not in the mood to follow. We'll go this way, doesn't matter where I go. My puffer jacket has got a big tear in the elbow. Can't afford a new one at the moment. There you go. And what else? Anyway, thought I'd go out for a ride this morning. Bitch wouldn't start. Would not bloody start. I wound that battery flat. It dawned on me I've done a lot of work on it this last few days, bits and pieces here and there. So I pulled the Motec unit fuse out 4 minutes. Did the old 3 throttle twist reset. Put it in. Thought, I wonder if there's any power left in the battery. Press the starter button, it went Now I know better than this, because I know you're supposed to reset the Motec unit if you've worked on the throttle bodies. And I mean, I've done throttle bodies, I've done adjustments of both of them, I've messed about with the wiring, and my own fault, twice my own fault. First arse over tip, the second bike won't start. What more could you want? You couldn't make this stuff up, could you? Apparently tomorrow's going to be sunny, but gale force winds. And tomorrow is a Saturday, and I don't go out at the weekends. Weekends are full of your lycra-clad wannabe Tour de France experts plodding along at 1 mile an hour, huffing and puffing. Still don't trust these tyres, as you can tell. Oh, it was nice of him. That was really nice, I think. And weekend shoppers, and it's a nightmare. It's just not worth going out Saturday and Sunday. My play days of the week. This is Friday. Haven't been out all week because of, and I thought, I'm aching, I hurt all down my right side, all different joints and bits. Now, I don't think I've been down this way for a while, back into Braintree. We'll go and have a look. I haven't been down this year since Noah was a kid. Well, maybe not quite that long, but I thought, I can't deprive you of my moans and groans, my mumbles and chunters. Can't do that. Oh, that wind. Normally it's me that's got wind, not the bike. That really is it, I suppose. Just a very short one. So I suppose I'm going to have to get on the electronic typewriter thingamy-bob and order myself an oil sender unit, or just live with it. But I'm OCD, I can't live with it. Now I know it's gone and it's only seeping, but what happens is, as it seeps out, the wind blows it up onto the cylinder, and when you stop and look round the bike, there's no oil leak on that sender unit, but there's plenty around the cylinder, and that's what confuses people. I don't know where I am. I haven't been down this road for so bloody long. I'm lost. Help! Find me something I recognise. Perhaps I've moved into a different dimension. A dimension where BMWs run faultlessly and you eat apple pie and custard every night for tea. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, somebody please give me something I recognise. When I was in my 20s, I used to court a young lady from the nurses' home around here. Oh, straight on mould, that'll do. And I knew her intimately, but they've since changed the road structure a little bit. Aha! I know where I am. I'm fine now. I'm going to stop chuntering. Remember, look after each other, be kind to each other, help each other. And always smile, even in the worst of times. Bit of humour eases the old stress. Bye.